or I'm helping you.
Well, total sales pitch.
Gonna be good. Bring it on
$1 worth
home.
of nuts.
Just waiting until it's up over here.
Go away.
We are alive. Does it work or does it not work? What do we got going on? I'm up, boys and girls. I'm up. I haven't introduced yet because I'm kind of waiting to see what the story is here. Oh, there it is. It's on. Look at that. Bingo. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Happy Oyster Show. I am your host, Bart Burke, and we have got Freddie the Angry Bayman in the house.
I'm here.
We got Skipper T looking all beautiful over here after a tough night. Hey, Skipper T, were you busy over there at the place?
Was I busy or were we busy?
Was the establishment busy?
Steady, yeah.
She is kicking ass, let me tell you what. She is doing her thing. She gets in there at about 4. What time did you get home last night? 12 o'clock?
Looks like I'm getting my ass kicked.
Yeah, whatever. It's good for you. She's working. She's doing her thing at the restaurant. We're having fun. If you're not familiar with who we are the Happy Oyster Channel, documenting my career change from the bicycle industry on to becoming oyster farmer. We got Captain Freddie, the Angry Bayman, the captain of the boat. Here he is. There he is. We got super thank you to all of you guys because we hit 1,000 subscribers last week. I don't know if somebody bought them or if I don't know. I don't care. I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you guys. You guys are what makes us tick. Now we are capable of going live everywhere. Provided we have a cell phone service. The Seed Sanctuary, our delivery of seed that we received are doing very well. Thank you very much. They are growing leaps and bounds. The only unfortunate thing about the Seed Sanctuary over at Freddy's Dock is that the cell phone service El Suckaruskis. That's a technical term for it stinks. And well, what are you going to do? Not much. I got this little fancy apparatus here so I can put this thing right on here like that. And we're going to try that out. Let's see what happens. What do you think? We just stick it over here like this. We put it on there like this. Put it on my little Velcro. Oh, that's going the wrong way. Wait a minute. Let me try it the other way. What's that, Fred?
They can't follow me on Facebook because I'm in jail.
You're in jail, Fred?
Yeah.
How's that work?
Facebook jail.
That ain't too bad, I guess.
Because Facebook,
Probably a blessing in disguise.
there's no such thing as freedom of speech anymore, the First Amendment or whatever it is, because Facebook just censors whatever the hell they want.
Oh, Fred is getting all angry. Fred, don't get angry. Don't get mad. Get glad. All right, where was I? What did I have on the schedule today? What did I have on my notes today, Tony Joe? I don't know if I like that yet. Netminder and Netminder. Dink. Netminder. This stuff here, guys, really works. This is our sponsor. It is a coating. It's a coating that we use. Excuse me, Fred. Let me go. We got I have like a little bit left in this can right here. I've been spreading it on with a roller. This happens to be a 500 mesh that we coated very recently with. We're waiting on some stuff. What is the story with the status on the seed from Mook up in Maine? We don't know yet. We sent them a check.
The order was sent this week, and I have not. An order was sent this week up to Mook Seed Farm, and I have not seen any confirmation that they received it yet. Snail mail.
Okay.
So.
But in process.
Yep,
Here, you want to get up and hold this thing for me? We're talking about bagging and tagging and what we're dealing with. What we're dealing with in terms of trying to keep it as steady as possible.
Aye, Captain.
I lost my thing after we had just received,
Tripod?
Yeah, I lost my thing that holds the phone.
Oh,
and then
all right.
It's on the selfie stick. It's somewhere. I just don't.
Okay,
know
it's
where
cool.
it is.
Gotcha. Keep going.
We're getting another one. Bagging and tagging and keeping track and getting ready and marketing and all of the above. We talked about this marketing before. We talked about this is a 3-pound bag of lemons.
Like your idea, soundtrack.
Okay.
Go ahead, nothing.
This came from the Price Club. It's a product of Argentina. Obviously, this was packed in Argentina. It's a very simple. It's one thing all the way around it. It's got the product name, logo, boom. Extremely simple. It can't be that much to I don't know. That's your job, T. You got to find out what the story is with this. This is a 3-pound lemon bag. I think oysters would fit perfectly in here. Now, just picture this. We're going to have to tag these out on the boat. Get them done, and they're going to be tagged, which we're coming up to Oyster Tracker. We're in talks with those guys as well. They will be coming up, which is what I've been doing here. I'll be getting to these in a half a second. But here's another little bag, okay? If this we can fit 2 dozen, again, 25 is 2 dozen if they'll have the oyster, always get an extra. Or a baker's dozen in something like this. I don't know. This might be a hair small. This is a garlic bag. Again, I don't, might have been priced,
they'll fit in there with no problem.
a dozen?
Yeah.
A dozen cocktail oysters. Very nice presentation on here. We got to start thinking about what we're going to put on here. Short, sweet, simple. YouTube, Instagram, a must. As seen live on. Blah, blah, blah. Hopefully the person is in the restaurant, they have that, see that, at that, they go to their phone, they type it in, boom, up comes the happy oyster. Hi guys, here's your oyster. Okay, hopefully we can get this system going. Things are going in the right direction. The boat is doing well. We're very happy. We'll be more about these flywheels in a minute. Come on out here. Let me just give you a little quickie on what's going on with this.
You can own me with celery.
Oh, you with celery? Thanks. It's good, Dave. Stand back up. Better? We go?
This is the guy I want to see. He's getting my pool open. He's making me happy. Let's get your name and your company, Patty.
You should know better. You should know better than to come around Saturdays at 10 a.m. live. Because he comes from the old school. He was on our old channel as well. Come on over, Patty Smith. Let me introduce you.
And is Lois with him? Lois, come on.
Come on, Lois.
They know you.
Yeah, they know him.
Pool guy's still doing it.
And I'm grateful to see you.
One of the very first. We got Lois
And his beautiful bride, Lois.
Nice to see you. Wow, you're looking beautiful as ever.
Don't come near me. I just woke up.
Well, as well, I
Tony
see.
Joe just woke up.
Wow.
She's recently retired. She's looking like a breath of sun.
She looked like retirement's treating her well.
Checking out the pool. Are you working with him or her hardly working? Yeah,
Keeping him happy.
Going a little bit, or no? You pushing a pole or what? All right. Hey. How come you don't have holes in your shirt from the chlorine like he does?
I don't.
Women are much more finessed about the thing. Men are more brutes. Did you notice that? You probably knew that.
Oh, I doubt she noticed that. Really?
I'm a little booty myself, remember?
All right, so
Good to see you, Lois.
Coming to do the pool thing. All right, so we got inventory management is very, very important with the oysters. We're starting a new oyster tracker system. Right off the bat, we're going to be able to keep track of what's going on, what needs to be tumbled, what needs this, what needs that. The more documentation you are, we just got ourselves an iPad
Air.
with waterproofness and all of that kind of stuff, so that we can connect up to the internet via
Wi-Fi or cellular, it has that.
And
I have an appointment. I have an appointment with Netminder.
Inventory, okay. We are setting up for masses. Now you have to know what's going on. So here we go.
I'm gonna stay here. Yeah,
What?
I'm gonna stay here to make sure he keeps streaming. Yeah, I have an appointment set up for Tuesday, one-on-one with Chip from Oyster Tracker. We met him at the NACE conference in Boston.
Each Trawl line right now.
Calvin, you're right.
Each right, we have it as 4. We have four cages. We might do 5. Let's see how many we're starting with 4. Each one is buoyed off with 1 buoy, and it tells us what's our number and also what line it is. This is A. This is A line. So you'll have A line, B line, C line, D line. This happens to be A on the blue. A blue. Depending upon how many millions you have, you might have to go then to colors after you extend all of those, depending upon where you're going. We might change the system, I'm not sure, but that's where I'm starting at, so that we have some sort of documentation of what we got in the water and where they're at in growth, size, cleanliness, all of that kind of stuff. All right? So there's your buoy. That goes on with a long line clip. Looks like this. Remember this, right? Go back a couple. We do this, manufacture this online. This is a long line clip come from Catch and Supply. We'll be seeing them soon. That is going on to the cage itself. And then we ghost line to the next cage. Show that to the next one, and then to the next one, and to the next one.
A, B, C, and D. 1, 2, 3. A, B, A, B, A, B.
That is called ghost lining. They're all on one move. Okay. Next. Fred's idea, because we're not quite sure what the depth is, and again, we can change no matter what. We must be able to adapt to change no matter what we do. This is a long line. This would be buoyed here to there, but now we have loops on each of those lines. As you can see, the lines go off one another. So then this would go to that specific cage. Now this would stay on the bottom, okay? This can be detached. We might be able to, it gives us a little extra play on where they are. It might be a problem because it might get entangled with the other stuff. So we're not quite sure where we're going there with that. We have two options right now. We have other options if we need to. There it is, inventory on that. We're making up our own blue tags as well. As you can see, cage number 1. This is A, and it's cage number 1, cage number 2.
Flip
Odd
2.
on the top, even on the bottom. That goes throughout the whole system so that you can double check yourself as well. How we're making these is pretty simple and easy.
You cutting up that barrel?
What?
The barrel?
Yeah, it's a barrel. We run pieces of the barrel on a strap barrel.
A goes into
Or
B.
barrel or whatever. Run that through on the table saw to make squares. And then the squares get taken, and then we use, I was using melting it, but that works okay. But you want to know what really works well is, here's some, I already started on line B, is this Dremel engraving tool. This works the best. It just really buzzes it through. You just set it down there. If you like the sound effects. Special. Want that again one more time? All right, there you go. Next, where am I? Where was I? What was I? They all gone already.
Talk about efficiency.
Cool guy. Look at that. In, out, done.
That's how it's.
Mm-mm.
Too much.
Moving too fast. Got nothing.
Here we go. We're up.
You better. Okay, good.
They want a close-up of the monkey on your shirt.
The stash monkey.
Oh yeah, we could get some. Now we can get.
Well,
we can.
no. I already looking into it. I already got that down. There you go, stash monkey.
Get what down?
What's that? All right. What's that? I guess that narrow is not too good. You gotta hold it up a little bit and get out of the way, maybe. I don't know. Can't see this, can you? You were out here before.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yep.
That's better. So we got quite a few seeds, and we have to sort them out. And I came up with this idea, and it's fine. And I've done various different stuff, but this system really, really works. Okay, we got 4 different size screens right here. That steel 1-inch screw is screwed right in the end. Right, you got to get the screw right on the money when you put it in. Some of these have got that silicone GE. Some of them got hot glue. It either or works really well to seal off the edges on the inside and the outside. Now here's where it gets cool. Back up, Jack. So you take this one here. This is your bottom one, right? That goes down like this. Here's your medium-sized one, right? That goes inside of here like this. Here comes your next size larger. That goes inside of here like this. And here comes your biggest one like this, and that goes inside of here like this. Boom. They all seal together right now. This is into a bucket of water that's probably, somewhere high up in here. And we start to shovel the seeds right into here. Now, along with doing that, you got yourself a little hose that's coming through this pump right here. Okay? This pump is a gasoline pump, and it's shooting out water. Is everybody following this? I would do this live, but we have student service down at Freddie's thing. So the water's coming out of here, and it's going into here. And this is submerged in one of these like this, okay? Whoops. This is submerged into one of these like this, right? Into this, right? So that way, just in case. And you start, you take it up and you're like, ooh.
Big ones. Not so big. Daddy bear,
Okay.
mama bear, papa bear,
I
brother
cannot
bear.
emphasize it enough how important it is to separate the oysters. Along with doing all of that, you're giving it a little swish. You're able to give it a little count. The bigger they are, the easier it is to do this.
Always
okay?
talking size.
When
Yep,
they're little,
always
it's
talking
so
size.
difficult when they're so little. You know all that when they're little. So, I just wanted to share that seed source system with us. We have quite a few liters of oysters that are hitting around, and we're getting ready for more. The amount that we ordered from Mook is, we also found out that the bag system works better than the actual trays that we were sitting in there. This system works the best. This is a 500 mesh bag that we're getting ready for 1 millimeter or so, or 2 millimeter oysters, somewhere in that neighborhood where they're itty bitty, okay? And this bag goes into there. I think we went over this once before. We have this mesh inside of here to keep it pushed apart. We do have this coated with our Netminder. Netminder, guys, I cannot emphasize this enough. Netminder really, 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 really works. It is saving us immense amounts of time. With that bucket to go to the seed sanctuary and all of that, I used to carry brushes. I also used to carry vinegar because vinegar breaks down some of the sea squirts and some of the growth and some of the crap without harming the oysters, a straight vinegar. I don't have to carry any of that stuff anymore. There's no more cleaning on the cages. The stuff is in the water now. For some of the stuff's been in for 6 weeks and not one little bit. The only deficit I got is that it's a little bit, it's not very abrasion resistant. That's the only bitch I got about Netminder.
Well, how do you find that? What were you abrasive with it to begin with?
Well, again, you don't want to be rubbing it up against the dock too much. You don't want to be shoving it around. You don't want to be necessarily giving it a, because the oysters are inside. The oysters still get dirty. Don't misunderstand me. The oysters still have to be maintained, but the flow, they're getting such a better flow because it's clean. I can't say enough about Netminder, guys. Netminder works. Move on over to our homemade anchor systems that we're getting ready to make up here.
What's in the Netminder that repels? The mask. How does Netminder work for those who are just tuning in?
What do you mean? We coat it. It's a coating. It's a paint. We just went over that 2 seconds ago.
Well, I got to. One of your audience members didn't catch it.
Did you catch that? We've been rolling it on with a roller lately onto some of our stuff. We only have about a gallon left. You got to get on the stick and get us some more of that, by the way.
And the Netminder, it goes on, and with it gets activated by the light. Yeah, explain to them how it all works.
It's a photo active anti-biofouling paint. It works by sunlight. You cannot tint it. It must stay white. How to apply it? It can be sprayed. It can be rolled. We've been rollering it because it's nice and easy to roller it. You can dip it. We've been involved with it now for about 6, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, month.
And actually, they can go on the link that we put on the show and learn more about it, right?
It's good. Yeah, it does not adhere to certain things. It might not adhere to, like oily type surfaces and whatnot. Seems to work really well on seasoned stuff, like over the period. You do not necessarily have to clean it. We are working on systems that are going to have incorporated for next year, we're going to be mass producing cages here real soon. We've got to get this set up because what we have here is only set up for 100,000 oysters, and we're setting for masses. We've got a bunch more ordered, and 100,000 adults is what we're set up for with an overflow of 30,000. We have a 30,000 safer net in case. So we're going to have a mass production here of cages going through. But how are you going to re-coat your stuff next year? That's one of the things that Freddie and I were talking about. It is going to be well worth it because the savings in cleaning is immense. The oysters seem to be growing phenomenally. Could be 2 things on that one. Not only are they getting good flow, we got really good water, and we're really taking good care of them. So when you combine all of the things, you start to get the trifecta together, and Netminder is definitely part of that trifecta that you need. What more can I say?
Thank you, Miles.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they can refer to the link. There's a link on the channel that leads everyone to see more about what Netminder is all about.
Now, if Oyster Tracker is following, you guys can become become sponsors too. We have plenty of room for Oyster Tracker to become a sponsor as well, just like Netminder. Hint, hint. We're making our own buoys via Frederick over here came up with the idea that we got to use flywheels. I'm like all in on that, baby. Let's just do it. We got some pipe. I put a hole in the top of this. I don't know if I should have put a hole in there, but I kind of cut down some pipe to 2.5 feet. We pulled out a couple of flywheels from the junkyard. This happens to be a Model A and a Model B and a Model X and a Model who knows. Anyway, this is going to get welded onto there like
Gazinta.
that. Okay? Then we're going to put a loop on the top of this via some rebar.
My old bike.
Instant mushroom egg.
I'm gonna bend a piece of this rebar right here to go loop over the top of it. I'll probably go this way, opposite the holes. Leave the holes there in case we ever want them. I was gonna put a shackle through here. That could have been another way, and then that shackle would have been whatever. It doesn't matter. There's 6 of one, half a dozen of another. 18 different right ways to do something. This is how we're doing it. And it's going to be a very low cost, but very effective mushroom anchor.
Outside, then they'll know exactly what you're
What's
talking
that?
about. Show them the big anchor outside.
Yeah, that's a 200 pounder we got. Where is that? There it is on the other side of it. We don't have a barrel flux anymore. We'll have one soon, but not. That doesn't look like this one. This big. So we're making these. This is a little bit smaller one. This is our center buoy marker. This one's going to hold the. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I don't have anything written down yet, but it's all right upstairs here in the old head Nagaruni. But the Nagaruni is coming up with an idea for a buoy in the center that's going to have 4 different cameras on each different side. This is above and beyond the live show. This is something other than. This is for my own security. This is for the farm security. This is just for me. And I can hit it at any time. I'm going to use those Nest doorbell things. Solar panel, possible cell phone. Not sure. There's a couple of ideas. I got some other really smart buddies that know about this kind of stuff too. And it's going to be a floating thing that I can hit the button and see in all 4 directions what's going on in the plot. Just a thought. It's in the thinking stages right now, but the mushroom maker is going to be on the center of the plot. That's got something else. It's holding a radar buoy. Again, Fred's a little concerned about poaching. I'm not concerned about poaching because everybody's my friend until they prove me differently. And that's where we're at for that. But I thought maybe it would be kind of nice to know what the conditions are at any specific moment. The other thing too is that you might be able to possibly put that into a link that you can see the live camera on the thing, separate and above from a broadcast on YouTube.
And all you have to do is remember the 300 Win Mag will reach out and touch someone.
From the bluff.
From the bluffs.
All right. What else did I have on there, Fred? Did I have anything up? Did I cover everything? What else did I miss,
The
Fred?
race tomorrow.
The race. How could I ever forget about the race tomorrow?
That's it. The race.
The race tomorrow, Fred, is
Fort Washington Hill Climb. Fort Washington is in Nassau County on the north shore of Long Island, in towards the city, but not really the city. I don't know what it's called over there. What's that called? It's like we're all a big Gold Coast mansion.
It's right near the Gold Coast, Long
Coast
Island.
mansion,
F. Scott
yeah.
Fitzgerald, you read about him and hear about him and just the whole.
Yeah.
But
Vanderbilt,
old money, old New York money, old.
big time from back in the Gilded Age, 20s. And the Historical Society over there is having a Fort Washington Hill Climb. It's the 2nd year. It's vintage cars, basically vintage race cars and hot rods. And there's a minor amount of rules which are no big deal, but we will be running a 1928 Model A sedan with a crazy motor in it, and we're gonna rock their world. There's no question about it. There's nothing that can compete with it that I see. I watched the videos from last year and it's weak. But anyway, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna probably maybe have a live stream from there if we can get an antenna on the phone.
I think we shouldn't have a problem up there because it's pretty.
Yeah.
So we should be pretty good.
Yeah, so, and then it's,
We'll have a special live broadcast tomorrow regarding the hill climb / race.
Approximately what time?
I don't know what time.
well, the drivers' meeting is at 8:30 in the morning, and then the race goes from 9 till 12, and then there's a car show at the Historical Society following the race. Last year, I think they had 40 cars, so it's gonna be interesting. It's, you know,
Have you always been a Ford man?
no, I'm a Chevy man, all the way. But, you know, Fords are cool, the Fords are the coolest. You know, the old
Way more Fords than our Chevys.
The problem is that when Chevrolets were constructed with a metal shell on a wood frame, and they did not survive. So consequently, all of the hot rods are Fords, Henry Ford steel, because they didn't have the amount of wood inside them that the Chevys did. So the Chevys didn't survive, the Fords did. That's basically, and the coolest, the 32 Ford Coupe and the 34 Ford Coupe are the ultimate hot rods of all time, you know. John Milner's coupe from, what was the name of that movie? I was just thinking about it the other day. It's not American, it might be American Graffiti.
Oh, all right.
The yellow coupe, it's the most
Okay.
one of the most famous hot rods in the world, 1932 Ford. And then, Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top made the 34 famous when he started, you know, doing that deal, so. But, you know, they were sleek, they were chop tops, they were on Bonneville saw flats, they ran for all the world speed records, you know. That's just the thing, that's the car, 34 Ford, 32 Ford. They're all cool, we like them all, we love the Model A's. 4-cylinder power.
Why was it? I don't get it. Has Freddie ever won any? Oh, sure.
Freddie's world famous,
World
especially in New
famous.
England.
World famous.
New
Won
England.
awards. He won Best of Show.
New England hot rod, New England, up in New England, I'm a freaking hot rod celebrity.
Guru, the man, the myth, the legend, Freddie, the Angry Baby. All right, you got anything else? I got nothing else. Have we been on for a half an hour? Have we not been on for a half an hour?
So Freddie's the man. Freddie's the man from ship to shore.
That's right.
Somebody
There
was
you
calling the man from Nantucket. I don't think so.
No. But we will be there. We have a vendetta with the race of gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
And
Oh boy.
I'm not gonna say that much about it, but I'm blacklisted from the race of gentlemen.
Because you're not a gentleman.
I'm not a gentleman. And hopefully, last year there was some Oilers Car Club from New Jersey, race of gentlemen. Last year they were at the hill over here racing their cars, and I think they're gonna be in for a rude awakening this year. They may get their ass kicked back to New Jersey.
I don't know.
And you guys can tune in tomorrow to see.
That's right.
We'll see. All right, guys, I got nothing more for you. Special thanks to our sponsor, Netminder Paint. What's the active ingredient in Netminder? Somebody was asking before. I don't know. I
Hey,
know
Alan
it
C.
works, man. It works. It's patented. It really works. Check them out, Netminder. Got all kinds of great stuff going on. So, you know, now that we're able to do it live through our phone, again, thank you to all of our subscribers. If you're not familiar with us, please come on over and subscribe to us. It costs nothing. It's free. It's zippity-doo-dah. All you gotta do is just hit that button on subscribe. Come
Good
on
to
over
see
our
you here,
Instagram
Alan
as
C.
well. Our Instagram is happening. What?
I'm talking to Alan C. Hi, Alan. Yeah, we are having a nice day, finally.
Yeah, we do. We got a nice day. The temperature today is 72, so we're going to be on our way. I don't know what we got going today. We got to make sure that the car is up and operational. So please tune in tomorrow. We'll be having, I'm not sure what time, but yeah, it's going to be an impromptu. Get ready. We'll call it the Freddy Race. So please tune in tomorrow. We'll see how we do with that and make sure I'm all charged up and ready to go. I want everybody, got anything else? I got nothing else.
Welcome to summer.
I want everybody to be cool. I want everybody to be kind. I want everybody to be happy and eat me. See you next week, guys, 10 a.m.